So we're going to take a look at this revolutionary piece of equipment from Slingshot.
Right on. Yeah.
Let's through it.
Let's do it. Let's see. Let's grab this one right here. So this is the kite foil right here. It's the 855. What's changed on this now is there's no screws. So what we have here is just this one latch. Pop that down. It's a cam latch right here. What it does is it creates an axial tension. It pulls it together, and that's what holds it. So we'll take it apart and take a closer look. Just wiggle that, backs right out. And then the front wing slides right out of the front. So you just have three pieces: mast, tail, and the front wing. So what's going on is you have these two angled pieces. They slide together, and that expands inside. It creates a force on the inside. That friction locks it inside, and then presses it into the saddle here.
Okay.
So that's what locks it in. And then to put it together, it's even faster. Slide that in. Get this cam right out of the way. Slide this right in here. And pop that in. You can adjust the tension right here. You want a nice, satisfying click. You're good to go.
That's it. Your foil's put together.
Yeah, so if you want to trade your front wing or tail wing out, it's really fast. You don't have to run back to the car, get a tool. We've got one guy that's been out testing, and in light wind, he'll actually throw a different wing in a backpack. We'll go out and ride, and if it gets even lighter, just on the water, swaps it right out, pops in a larger front wing, and then keeps on riding.
So just to walk people through it at home, let's say, so there's no screws on the tail.
No screws here.
And there's no screws here as well. So
Yeah.
it's just literally a two-piece connection, and it's connecting right here at this part right here.
Yeah, so there's nothing to lose. Dropping screws in the grass, sand,
Just flip this over here.
corrosion, all that's gone.
Okay. Now, obviously, my first question is, this is never going to pop off while I'm on the water.
No, so what's going on is there's a cam action. So if you see here, there's force that's forcing it down, so you have to really pull up, and it gets past this high point right here. So what happens is once it gets past that max tension, it'll go the rest of the way.
Okay.
So that force right there, and you can feel right here, and we have it really streamlined right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, very interesting. Now, obviously, we're going to get some questions about sand and debris.
Yeah.
So how does that work into a system like this?
So we've had it out in Maui, Baja, everywhere. All you have to do is just wipe down the pieces. So it's a lot easier to clean. Just a quick wipe.
Okay.
And then it's totally clear. So the surfaces are a lot easier to clear.
And same for into this little track here as well, I guess.
Yeah.
Just
Just a quick dip, or just wipe the sand out. Threads. You can get sand inside of threads, inside of screws.
You're right.
If you have the lanolin grease and you get sand in it, it's a whole pain. You have to wipe off the whole grease, re-clean it,
really
reapply. So we found it's actually easier to get sand out of this system than in any other.
I understand what you're saying. Okay, that makes complete sense. And what's this cable?
That's a Dyneema line right there. So that's the same as your kite lines, a pigtail. It's a high density polyethylene, I believe. But yeah, the Dyneema is just the brand name. It's like Spectra, SK99, just any of your kite lines out there. Really high tensile strength.
Oh, very interesting. All right.
Yeah, we actually started out using bike brake cables, so steel bike brake cables, but we were finding that the crimps would slip off, and it was a pain in the ass to get the crimp at exactly the right length. So this is just a simple Brummel splice, and once the splice is in, it just can't slip.
Okay,
Holds
awesome.
right there. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Bob. Thanks for taking the time to show this to
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, so we'll hope that people really like the ease of it. This has allowed us to make it really streamlined. So the flow of the water in, like there's no screws here, no screws here. So you just have a really good hydrodynamic surface the whole way in. And the only step is right back here. And the reason for that is because the stabilizer needs to be able to keep going in. So if there's any tolerance issues in the manufacturing, carbon, there's always slight variations. Other designs that have a tapered fit, the screws go in from the side. So if there's any wear, all of a sudden your nice tapered fit isn't doing anything. This one, because it's an axial force, it just pulls in tighter. So you just tension this Dyneema a bit more, and it pulls it right in, and it takes that right out.
Wow. So I love the concept. Can we talk a little bit about, I guess, why and where the idea came from?
Yeah, sure. It's kind of like a whole coming together of a few different ideas. A few of the other engineers have been playing with other things in our free time. We just like to tinker. So we've been trying to think of like how we could get rid of screws, how we could simplify our old line. Every front wing had different length screws, stabilizer, shimming, just like a lot of complications. So we wanted to be able to simplify it down and then also try to make it more hydrodynamic. Yeah.
Okay. That sounds pretty good. I can't wait to try. Hopefully we get some wind today.
Yeah, hope so.
We might get some on Friday.
Yeah, we have a jet ski right there. You guys can definitely go for a pull. Try it out.
One other question.
Sure.
Yeah.
How is it if you say you ruin the Dyneema cable? It's an easy thing to replace?
Yeah. So every front wing comes with a full new set of the latch, everything, and this pin right here. This is a FCS fin key right here. So just use your fin key to pop that right out. It's a threaded pin, and you just pop a new one right in. So every front wing comes with two. They're super cheap, and just want riders to have as many as possible. Because yeah, obviously you can't buy this in a shop anywhere. But people have M7 Torx screws, M6, M8, all these different lengths, like custom lengths. We think that if you're in Brazil or Fiji or somewhere trying to find a hardware shop, like it's often just as hard. This is something that you can't lose because it's always attached to the front wing, and you don't have the issue of the screws snapping. So we think that like long term, it'll be better for staying on the water and not having those issues.
And a lot faster of setup and a lot faster takedown.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any other questions, Max?
Downwind.
Just gonna say it's sweet because even if you couldn't find that exact string to tie it together, like you could be somewhere totally random, get some random string, and like it would work because you're just tensioning it.
Absolutely. So so there's a quick start guide on here. It gives you all the information how to put it together, all that, and there's also going to be a sub area on there with like tips, tricks, and we'll have a whole tutorial there that if you're in the back end of some random place, if you have just a bit of extra kite line, you can make this splice yourself and then retie it.
Okay.
Yeah, you just need a little bit of wire just to pass the line through on itself, and you can make it yourself at home.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and it's super nice for downwind sup runs. You can take apart your whole foil really fast, packing it in a van.
Oh yeah, that would be incredible.
Makes it way easier. None of us running around like, oh shit, this fused that thing. It's that was really that like aha moment where we're like, wow, like downwinders are so much easier now.
With this.
Yeah.
That makes complete sense. Well, hey, thanks for taking the time.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Talking to us about it.
Thank you.
And all right.